So I'm just gonna speak to the void here because I honestly don't think anybody's gonna fucking watch these videos, except for like my best friend and maybe a couple people from my private story on Snapchat. But hey, my name's Marissa. I haven't really posted much like long form content online, so I'm a little nervous about that. I have super bad ADHD, so my brain is like, you know what I'm saying? It's like all over the place. So I think I'm likely going to speak about a little bit of everything and nothing at the same time. So bear with me. Okay. I also don't think I'm going to edit this video because I just don't want to. I just don't have the time. I don't have the capacity to do that. So let's fucking go. Okay. First things first. Whatever's happening right here is simply unacceptable. So I need to reapply my lipstick real quick. Because whatever's going on, close up. Not great. Not great. So let's start off by doing that. Yeah. Ooh. I hate when it's even worse than I expected. You know what I mean? And does it look crazy? I'm not gonna reapply any of the rest of my makeup, just my lipstick. So this is what I use. This is my combo every single day. Oh, it's beautiful. TikTok shop. And I think I got this at Aldi. I get everything at Aldi. I actually get everything I own at Aldi. So actually, before I do this, these fuck ass bangs, is that better? Or is that worse? Leave a comment below if that's better or worse, because I think it might be a little bit of both. I love how long my hair is getting, but I definitely needed to cut my bangs, because what's going on here? I don't know if that's better or worse, but anyways, back to it. This is Tana X Tart, in case anyone's wondering. Okay, I'm gonna get silent. Oh, oh. There was like little bits of that paper towel on my lip. Didn't love that. I am just a brand new bitch whenever I put on a lipstick, I swear to God. Okay. I think that's as good as it's going to get. And then I top it with this little lip gloss. I've really been fucking with the gloss and liner combo. Not that anyone gives a damn, but here we are. Okay. If we're being for real here, I have never felt this embarrassed in my own house before. No one's here with me, by the way. Well, kids are sleeping, but yeah. Ooh, feeling pretty cringe right now. Anyways, back to it. I have recently started writing in a journal. By recently, I mean probably within the last like 4 or so months. But I started to, wait, look at this. She's gorgeous. She's beautiful. I got this in Colorado. Gorgeous, gorgeous. It's called a decomposition book. I'm not gonna share all my deepest, darkest secrets with you because they're kind of scary and sad, but look at this inner artwork. Aww. Don't look at my nails. They're kind of grown out right now. Okay, very cute. But yeah, I've just kind of been getting emo as fuck, so let's talk about it. let's talk about it, because I think that is really, really, really important, actually. And is it a little embarrassing crying online? Abso-fucking-lutely. Yes, it is. And I think it. I'm getting like embarrassment just thinking about it right now, honestly. But I post a lot about my travels wherever I may be going. Most of the time it's Washington. This last trip it was Colorado, and I don't know. I don't want people to compare their lives and their hardships to my highlight reel. You know what I mean? So if I feel like if if I'm crying online, there is a little bit of balance. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. It's like, damn, this girl really doesn't have it together. Because I don't. Anyways, but whenever I get really sad, really down bad, I feel incredibly alone. Jesus Christ. And I don't ever want anyone else to feel like that, because it's really shitty. It is actually really shitty. And I feel like that right now. So I don't actually want to talk to anyone. I wish I would never talk to someone else again. So here I am, speaking into the void. So I've recently started doing like a little junk journal moment. I cut out these things from a Times magazine from like the 40s or something like that. I feel kind of shitty for cutting it up because it's history, but what could I do? So this says, like, gone with the wind, and a time to remember, and now to relax and live a little. Period. Period. Very cute. Okay. Not what I came here for, by the way. Okay, these are like bullet points. Sometimes I go in and I write pages, but these are just bullet points. Let me just read these. Sometimes I go back through and read my writing and I'm like, damn, she kind of ate. She kind of ate with that. Okay. Wow. Ooh. The intensity of my feelings right now is proportionate to the healing that is trying to occur. Okay. Bars. All right. I've recently been having my friends and just people close to me write in this book as well. And then I tape their Polaroid next to it. Yeah, I thought that was super cute, just to have a little piece of them with me everywhere I go. I'm turning very red. So if you see that, please just shut up. Not endearingly. Shut up with love. Don't comment on it, because anything you've thought, I've thought worse. So maybe don't. Maybe don't. Okay. Let me take a sip, because I kind of ate earlier. Damn. You're sad. Like, girl, go to therapy. I digress. Okay. This is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. I can't check on my phone because it's recording, but I'm almost certain it's Thursday. Alexa, what day is it?
Today is Thursday, April 30th.
Thursday, April 30th. Okay. Okay, so this is Thursday, April 30th. It's not too silly and goofy right now. I would just like to preface, not too silly and goofy. Kind of sad, because I'm kind of sad, and I'm gonna talk about it. So you get my highlight reel, and you get the depths. So I'm serving versatile right now. That's what I'm saying. So you get both ends of the spectrum. Okay. Okay, now for me to be embarrassed for the next fucking 4 minutes, 5 minutes. Okay. Okay. Maybe it is me. Maybe I am the one who has landed me in this exact spot that I'm in now. Maybe I do lean into the darkness, but without the dark, how could I fully understand the significance of the light that eventually floods back into my house on a random Thursday? When I least expect it is usually when the world starts to become vibrant with color again, and I'm starting to think maybe the light is just lost. Me and Light, me and Light have been through so much together. Me and Light go way back. I have laughed some of my hardest laughs when I was with Light. Light found me at 14 when nothing could possibly be worse. Light rescued me when I needed her most. But from a young age, Light had been banished from the Sharp residence. I had found Light anywhere I could. For I found Light anywhere I could. Any opportunity. Every time I met with Light, I was quickly reminded that she was only temporary. She would make sure I was fed, bathed, safe, and loved, and she would send me on my way. I let Light in as much as I could. But I had to be silent about it, because if darkness heard that I had found Light again, it would all be stripped away from me. Dark made it almost impossible to coexist with Light, but dark had a strange, certain way of sensing that I had refound the light. Dark always knew. I don't know how, but the darkness always knew. Dark made me live my life with a blindfold on, for years, to ensure I didn't see the light, even if it was only standing 2 feet in front of my face. Darkness reminded me how much better it is to not see, to not receive, and especially to not be who I wanted to be. Darkness kept the house at 47 degrees. 47 degrees in the winter, and darkness scoffed at me when I asked for a blanket. But honestly, maybe darkness was right. I should just be grateful that I had a place to sleep. But I can't help but think about that something that keeps me going is remembering those nights where Light took me in. I walked a mile to get there. Cold, wet, shivering, sleeveless, but determined to get to Light's house anyways. Light took me in and gave me hot chocolate and a heated blanket, and said that I deserved more. She said something along the lines of me being special. I don't know why she thinks I'm special. I honestly don't know why anyone thinks I'm special. But she said that a girl like me deserves safety, warmth, love, and kindness too. She said that I deserve more than 47 degrees. She said I deserve more than always being shut out. Light wished that darkness would just understand. Unfortunately, Dark made it his life's mission to keep me out of the field of vision. Sorry if this is too emo for you. I'm red. I'm overwhelmed, but it's okay. We're doing it. I was simply not allowed to see, but when I was with Light, I discovered just how much I loved flowers. It doesn't even really matter what kind of flowers. I even love dandelions, and they're still a flower too, and even weeds deserve to be loved, held, and cherished. Had Light not taken me in under her wings, I would have not discovered my love of photography. Light knew exactly what time it was when I reapply my lipstick and I go to fix my bangs. Light gives me shit for it, but knows that it's picture time. And to make sure I am centered, I am in the middle of the frame, that there is no space above my head, and especially to take a lot of photos because she knows I will say through a nervous smile that there is at least one good one. And I feel a little guilty for it every single time, but Light says, girl, it's okay. I want to do this. You're not making me do this. I want to do this. Ooh-wee. Sorry, I'm overwhelmed. Let me take a sip. Yep, knew that was gonna happen. Anyways. It was always too dim when I'd ask Dark to take my photos. It feels like years of my life are missing at some point, or it feels like years of my life are missing because at some point I just stopped for photos around dark. Or I stopped asking for photos around dark. He always just made me feel worse when I wanted to take pictures, which is unfortunate because that's one of the only things that I like to do. If Dark didn't want to see me, why would anyone want to see me? That always made me feel just a bit odd in my skin. I thought I found Light the other day when I was on another mission of seeking caffeine and companionship, but I think it was just a dream. She said that my makeup looks pretty and she's happy that I am embracing my rosy skin now instead of covering it with concealer and applying blush anyways. She said that didn't really ever make sense to her, but Light says that she prefers my natural blushed cheeks. Noted. Take note. Blush cheeks. I hate every second of it. I said, naturally? That makes my face even more red than before. I am embarrassed. Light laughs. I apologize, and Light says to never apologize for that again. Light and I catch up for an evening, or so I thought, but I believe it was just a dream. It sounds like she's really got it together this time, and I wish I could say the same. Light tells me she saw me post all about my Colorado trip, and she said she was standing outside of the cafe when I was in there working. She said she almost came to say hi, but Dark had locked the door in the cafe. She said she waved, but I think I must have missed it, so it must not have been a dream after all.
I want you.
Okay, I'm reading right now, baby. You want to sit in my lap?
Yeah.
Okay. You gotta be quiet because I'm reading, okay? Light tells me she is proud of me and that I should be proud of me too. It was acknowledged that I did get a late start in life because I couldn't see. Cover your mouth, please. Dark still follows me around, even to this day. Dark reminds me that I am better off by myself because why would anyone want me around? I'm too much. I laugh too hard. Nobody wants to hear what I have to say anyways. They just want to go out with me. They just want to go out with me and sit in silence for once. Not everyone wants to be your friend, Marissa. Do you really have to do this again? Do you really have to keep talking? Dark frequently reminded me that it was always better off for me to live life on the outside of my moments, so I don't get too disappointed. I really wish Dark would let me be fully in my moments though, because yes, there is a risk of disappointment, but that also means that there's a chance that I can finally run into the arms of Light again to tell her.
I need a drink.
You can take a drink. You need help?
No, I can do it.
Okay. Yes, there is always a risk of disappointment, but that also means that I get a chance to finally get to run into the arms of Light again, to tell her that I have missed her so much, that I've spent years trying to find her again. I've been cold for
Find who?
Light. You gotta find the light. I have been cold for so long. I would tell her to run with me to my car while Dark just went inside to pay for the gas because the card reader at the pump didn't work. I would tell her we have everything we need right here, right now, and let's run to the mountains. Light, we can make it to the Rockies, I swear. Or even what?
I want my gingerbread book.
Go find your gingerbread book then. I'll read it to you.
It's in my room.
Okay, you can go find it.
Can you hold my blanket for a minute?
I got you. Okay. I would tell her to run with me to my car while Darkness went inside to pay for the gas because the card reader at the pump didn't work. I would tell her we have everything right here, right now. All we need to do... Oh, I already read that. LOL. I honestly really don't care where I go as long as I am with you, Light. Light probably thinks I'm ridiculous, honestly. A bit too spontaneous with little to no planning. So Light just laughs and said that she will take it from here. And as long as... Good job. Can you sit right there? Because I'm reading right now, please. You sit down. You sit down. I'm reading. I'm reading with my friends right now.
Where's our friend?
And as long as she has Google Sheets and Expedia, she can handle it. She's got it from here. I can't help but drop my shoulders as I feel my red skin start to turn shades of gray. Light finishes her sentence as soon as Dark opens the door of the Quick Trip. Shout out Quick Trip. Me and her say our farewells, and Light tells me that she will see me next month at Zion, Yellowstone, Mount Rushmore, Glacier, Mount Rainier, and just about all of the other odd, strange, bullshit roadside attractions. Something about a corn tower? I don't know. She hops
Corn tower.
a corn tower. She hops in the car. She tells me I can make it at least one more month with darkness. Because after all, I've been carrying dark with me everywhere I go for essentially my whole entire life. She looks at me with my gray face and she says that I've got this. Oh, and she also noted that I'll be camping in the Tetons for 2 nights. And more importantly, that one of those 2 nights is my 24th birthday. I pick up my head and tell her that I'll see her soon.
Where's our friend?
My friends?
Yeah.
They're. Okay, so that was just a journal entry. If you listen to this far,
Many people.
it's in the video, you silly goose.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, I gotta say bye to my friends. Bye,
Okay.
friends. My name's Marissa, by the way. Sorry I got to this point, literally 22 minutes into the video. But yeah, it's nice to meet you. Hopefully someday I can write about something happy. But until then, I think it's also important to share the sad shit as well. So, yeah. Parky, you want to say bye?
Bye.
Say bye, friends.
Bye, friends.
Say like, comment, share.
Like, comment, share.
Uh-huh. All right. That's all.